Have you ever wondered how much precious time you have left to live a fulfilling life? Once you pass the age of 70, each passing year is no longer just a number. It's a gift, an opportunity to live healthier, happier, and more meaningfully. But did you know that your body is quietly sending you signals, subtle yet powerful signs, about how long you might live and how well you'll live? Imagine two friends of the same age, starting from the same point in life. One still walks briskly, has a firm grip, sleeps soundly every night, and is full of energy. The other moves slowly, feels fatigued, and seems to be losing connection with themselves and those around them. What has created this difference? And more importantly, where do you stand on this journey? In today's story, we'll uncover 7 key signs, indicators that not only predict longevity, but also hold the key to living a healthier, more fulfilling life. These aren't guesses or myths. They're findings based on scientific research and real-life experiences from those who have lived long and lived well. Stay with us until the end, because you might be overlooking small things that could have a huge impact on your future. And once you recognize these signs, you'll not only know where you stand, but also how to make changes to live better and longer. Are you ready? Let's begin this journey of self-discovery. Welcome to Thomson Blake. Before we begin, I'm really curious to know where in the world you are watching from. Leave a comment below. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm always ready to answer. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to update the most useful health tips right away. With Thomson Blake, taking care of your health has never been easier. Walking speed, a simple yet powerful indicator of longevity. Did you know that one of the strongest indicators of your life expectancy after 70 doesn't lie in your medical records, diet, or even your DNA? It's your walking speed, something seemingly simple but incredibly revealing about your overall health, muscle strength, cardiovascular function, and even brain health. Imagine two men, Jack and Tom, both 75 years old and living in the same neighborhood. Jack starts every morning with a walk around the park. He walks at a steady pace. His posture is upright, his steps confident, and he has no trouble crossing the street or climbing stairs. Jack's steps are not just a habit, but a testament to a body that remains strong and resilient. On the other hand, Tom used to be an active man, but now he walks slowly, often needing to stop and rest. When crossing the street, he feels anxious because he can't move fast enough before the traffic light changes. Tom's slowing steps are not just a sign of aging, but a warning that his health is declining, from weakening muscles and poor circulation to early signs of neurological issues. Walking speed and overall health research has shown that walking speed is not just a physical activity, but a critical indicator of overall health. People who maintain a brisk and steady walking pace in their 70s and beyond tend to have stronger muscles, better cardiovascular systems, and sharper brains. Conversely, a slower walking speed can signal underlying issues such as muscle weakness, poor circulation, or even cognitive decline. Think about it. Your legs are the foundation of your body. When they weaken, your entire body loses its stability. A slow, unsteady gait is not just a sign of aging, but a warning that your body needs attention. How to improve your walking speed. The good news is that walking speed is not fixed. You can improve it. Start with small steps. Walk more often. Practice exercises to strengthen your leg muscles, or even dedicate just 10 minutes a day to walking a little faster. For example, Mary, a 72-year-old woman, used to struggle with walking around her neighborhood. But after starting a daily walking routine and incorporating simple exercises like leg lifts or using light weights, she found herself not only walking faster, but also feeling healthier and more confident. Conclusion: walking speed is not just about how you move through life. It's a way to measure your health and longevity. If you notice yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. Take action today, because every step you improve not only helps you live longer, but also live better. Remember, the way you walk today could determine how you move through the years ahead. Grip strength, the hidden signal of vitality and longevity. Have you ever thought about what your handshake says about you? It might seem like a small, insignificant gesture, but the strength of your grip can reveal far more than you think. In fact, it's one of the clearest indicators of your overall vitality and how long you might live. A firm, steady grip isn't just about strong hands. It's a reflection of your muscle health, circulation, and nervous system. On the other hand, a weak or declining grip can be an early warning sign of frailty, muscle loss, and even serious health risks. Let's meet two men, Robert and Walter, both 78 years old. Robert has always prided himself on his firm handshake. He stays active, does light weightlifting, and never struggles with everyday tasks like opening jars or carrying groceries. His grip strength is a testament to his overall health and resilience. Walter, however, has noticed a troubling change. Tasks that used to be easy, like twisting the cap off a bottle or holding onto a heavy bag, now feel like a challenge. He dismisses it as just aging, but what Walter doesn't realize is that his weakening grip is a sign of muscle loss, which could make him more prone to falls, injuries, and even a shorter life expectancy. Why grip strength matters. Your grip strength is more than just a measure of how strong your hands are. It's a window into your body's overall health. A strong grip suggests that your muscles are healthy, your circulation is good, and your nervous system is functioning well. Conversely, a weak grip can signal underlying issues like muscle atrophy, poor blood flow, or even early signs of neurological decline. Think about it. Your hands are involved in almost everything you do, from carrying groceries to holding onto a railing for support. When your grip weakens, it's not just your hands that are affected. It's your ability to stay independent, active, and resilient. Real-life example: the power of a strong grip. Take Mary, a 75-year-old woman who noticed she was struggling to open jars and carry her shopping bags. At first, she thought it was just a normal part of getting older. But after a minor fall, she realized her weakening grip was affecting her ability to stay steady and safe. Determined to regain her strength, Mary started doing simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grippers, and carrying light weights. Within a few months, her grip improved significantly. She felt more confident in her daily activities and even noticed an improvement in her overall energy and strength. How to improve your grip strength. The good news is that grip strength is something you can rebuild. Start with simple exercises like squeezing a stress ball or a tennis ball for a few minutes each day. Use hand grippers to strengthen your fingers and hands. Incorporate light weightlifting into your routine, focusing on exercises that engage your hands and forearms, like carrying small dumbbells or doing farmer's walks. These small efforts can make a big difference in maintaining your independence and vitality. Conclusion: your grip strength is more than just a physical trait. It's a powerful indicator of your overall health and longevity. If you've noticed your grip weakening or everyday tasks becoming harder, don't ignore it. Take action today to strengthen your hands and, in turn, your entire body. Remember, how well you hold on to things today might just determine how well you hold on to life in the years to come. So, take a moment to test your grip, because a strong handshake isn't just a sign of confidence, it's a sign of a strong, healthy future. Balance, a silent predictor of longevity. Have you ever tried standing on one leg for 10 seconds? It sounds simple, doesn't it? But what if I told you that this seemingly easy task could reveal more about your future health and longevity than you might think? Your ability to balance is not just about coordination. It's a powerful indicator of your muscle strength, nervous system health, and even brain function. Losing balance isn't just an inconvenience. It's a warning sign that your body might be struggling in ways you can't see. Let's take two women, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has always been active. She practices yoga, walks daily, and can easily lift one foot off the ground for several seconds without wobbling. Her balance is steady, her movements are confident, and she rarely feels unsteady. Nancy, on the other hand, hasn't paid much attention to her balance over the years. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately starts tipping over, needing to grab onto a chair or wall for support. What Nancy doesn't realize is that her loss of balance isn't just a minor issue. It's a red flag that her coordination, muscle strength, and even brain health may be declining. Why balance matters. Good balance is about more than just staying upright. It's a reflection of how well your body's systems are working together. Strong legs, a sharp nervous system, and a healthy brain are all required to maintain stability. When you lose balance, it's often a sign that one or more of these systems is weakening, and the consequences can be serious. Poor balance increases the risk of falls, injuries, and even cognitive decline. Think about it. How often do you rely on your balance without even realizing it? Whether it's stepping off a curb, turning quickly, or simply standing up from a chair, balance is a fundamental part of your daily life. When it starts to falter, it's not just your movements that are affected. It's your independence and quality of life. Real-life example: the power of small changes. Take John, a 74-year-old man who noticed he was stumbling more often and feeling unsteady when walking. At first, he dismissed it as just getting older. But after a minor fall, he decided to take action. John started practicing simple balance exercises, like standing on one leg for a few seconds each day and walking heel to toe in a straight line. Over time, his balance improved significantly. Not only did he feel more stable, but he also regained confidence in his movements, allowing him to stay active and independent. How to improve your balance? The best part about balance is that it's something you can work on and improve. Simple exercises like standing on one leg, practicing Tai Chi, or even walking barefoot on uneven surfaces can help rebuild your stability. Start small. Try standing on one leg for 10 seconds while holding onto a chair for support. Gradually increase the time and challenge yourself to let go of the chair. These small efforts can make a big difference in your overall health and longevity. Conclusion: your ability to balance is more than just a physical skill. It's a window into your body's overall health and resilience. If you find yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady, or struggling to stand on one leg, don't ignore it. Take it as a sign that your body needs attention. The good news is that balance can be improved with consistent effort. By working on your stability today, you're not just preventing falls, you're building a stronger, healthier future. So, take a moment to test your balance. Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds? If not, it's time to take action, because how steady you are today could determine how strong you'll be in the years to come. Sleep quality, the silent guardian of your longevity. Have you ever woken up in the morning feeling more tired than when you went to bed? Or spent the night tossing and turning, unable to find rest? What if I told you that the way you sleep could be one of the most powerful predictors of how long and how well you'll live? Sleep isn't just about rest. It's when your body repairs itself, strengthens your immune system, and clears toxins from your brain. Poor sleep, on the other hand, can quietly chip away at your health, increasing the risk of memory decline, heart disease, and even a shorter lifespan. Let's meet two men, Henry and Bill, both in their mid-70s. Henry has a steady bedtime routine. He sleeps about 7 hours each night, wakes up feeling refreshed, and has the energy to enjoy his day. His sleep is consistent, and his body thrives because of it. Bill, however, struggles with restless nights. He tosses and turns, wakes up multiple times, and often feels exhausted even after spending hours in bed. Over time, Bill's poor sleep begins to take a toll. He experiences brain fog, daytime fatigue, and even changes in his blood pressure. What Bill doesn't realize is that his declining sleep quality is silently undermining his health and longevity. Why sleep matters. Sleep is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. During sleep, your body performs critical functions, repairing cells, regulating hormones, and clearing waste from your brain. Without quality sleep, these processes are disrupted, leaving your body vulnerable to a host of health issues. Studies have shown that people over 70 who maintain consistent high-quality sleep tend to live longer, healthier lives. In contrast, those who struggle with poor sleep are at a higher risk of cognitive decline, weakened immunity, and chronic illnesses. Think about it. Sleep is like a nightly reset button for your body and mind. When you sleep well, you wake up ready to take on the day. But when your sleep is disrupted, it's like starting each day with a drained battery. Over time, this can lead to serious consequences for your health and well-being. Real-life example: the transformative power of better sleep. Take Susan, a 73-year-old woman who had been struggling with poor sleep for years. She often woke up multiple times during the night and felt groggy and irritable during the day. After a conversation with her doctor, Susan decided to make some changes. She started reducing her screen time before bed, established a consistent bedtime routine, and made her bedroom a more comfortable and relaxing space. Within weeks, Susan noticed a dramatic improvement. She was sleeping through the night, waking up refreshed, and even felt her mood and energy levels improve. Her story is a testament to how small changes can lead to big results. How to improve your sleep quality. The good news is that sleep quality is something you can improve. Start by creating a bedtime routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Limit screen time before bed, as the blue light from devices can interfere with your body's natural sleep cycle. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep. Keep it dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol in the evening, as they can disrupt your sleep. And if you suspect an underlying issue like sleep apnea, don't hesitate to seek medical advice. Conclusion. Your sleep is more than just a nightly ritual. It's a cornerstone of your health and longevity. If you're waking up tired, struggling to stay asleep, or noticing changes in your sleep patterns, don't ignore it. Take action today to prioritize your rest, because how well you sleep tonight could determine how strong and healthy you'll be in the years to come. Remember, sleep isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. So, tonight, ask yourself, are you giving your body the rest it deserves? If not, it's time to make a change, because a good night's sleep is one of the most powerful tools for a longer, healthier life. Eating habits, the hidden key to longevity. Have you ever noticed how your appetite changes as you age? For some, meals remain a source of joy and energy, while for others, eating becomes a chore and the appetite fades. What if I told you that the way you eat after 70 could be one of the strongest indicators of how long and how well you'll live? A healthy appetite and balanced diet are not just about staying full. They're about keeping your body strong, your immune system resilient, and your energy levels high. On the other hand, a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits can quietly accelerate aging and signal deeper health issues. Let's meet two women, Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh, whole foods, and maintains a steady weight. She takes pride in preparing her own meals and feels energized throughout the day. For her, food is not just nourishment, it's a celebration of life. Susan, however, has noticed a troubling change. She's not as hungry as she used to be, often skips meals, and relies on processed foods for convenience. Over the past year, she's unintentionally lost weight and feels weaker and more fatigued. What Susan doesn't realize is that her declining appetite is a red flag. Her body may not be absorbing nutrients properly, which could weaken her muscles, slow her metabolism, and even compromise her immune system. Why eating habits matter. Your eating habits after 70 are more than just a reflection of your lifestyle. They're a window into your overall health. A healthy appetite and a well-balanced diet provide your body with the nutrients it needs to maintain muscle strength, support brain function, and fight off illness. Conversely, a shrinking appetite or poor food choices can lead to muscle loss, frailty, and an increased risk of falls and illness. Think about it. Your body is like a car, and food is the fuel. If you're not eating enough or consuming the wrong types of food, your body can't function at its best. Over time, this can lead to a breakdown in your physical and mental health. Real-life example: the power of nutrition. Take James, a 76-year-old man who had always been active but started feeling weaker and more tired over the past year. He noticed he wasn't as hungry as before and often skipped meals, thinking it was just a normal part of aging. After a visit to his doctor, James learned that his lack of appetite was causing him to lose muscle mass and energy. Determined to make a change, he began incorporating more nutrient-dense foods into his diet, like lean proteins, fresh vegetables, and whole grains. He also started eating smaller, more frequent meals to make eating more manageable. Within months, James felt stronger, more energetic, and even regained some of his lost muscle mass. How to improve your eating habits. The good news is that it's never too late to improve your eating habits. Start by focusing on whole, nutrient-dense foods like fresh fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Stay hydrated, as dehydration can sometimes be mistaken for a lack of appetite. If you find it hard to eat large meals, try eating smaller portions more frequently throughout the day. And don't stress management, the silent force shaping your longevity. Have you ever felt like the weight of the world is on your shoulders? That constant nagging stress that never seems to go away? What if I told you that how you handle stress after 70 could be one of the most important factors in determining how long and how well you'll live? Stress isn't just an emotional burden, it's a physical one. Chronic stress weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and even accelerates aging. On the other hand, learning to manage stress effectively can help you stay healthier, sharper, and more resilient in your later years. Let's meet two men, John and Richard, both 76 years old. John faces challenges just like anyone else: unexpected expenses, health scares, family issues. But he's learned to handle them with a calm, steady approach. He practices deep breathing, stays socially engaged, and focuses on solutions rather than problems. As a result, John's body and mind remain strong, and he continues to enjoy life with energy and optimism. Richard, however, takes a different approach. He constantly worries about things outside of his control, feels overwhelmed by small frustrations, and often finds himself stuck in negative thought patterns. Over time, this constant stress takes a toll. His blood pressure rises, his sleep suffers, and his energy levels plummet. What Richard doesn't realize is that his inability to manage stress is quietly eroding his health and shortening his lifespan. Why stress management matters. Stress is more than just a feeling. It's a biological response that affects every part of your body. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which are helpful in short bursts, but harmful when they're constantly elevated. Chronic stress triggers inflammation, weakens your immune system, and increases your risk of nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. Think about it. Stress is like a fire burning inside you. If you don't learn to control it, it can spread and consume your health, your energy, and your happiness. But if you learn to manage it, you can keep that fire in check and use it to fuel your resilience and strength. Real-life example: the power of calm. Take Linda, a 72-year-old woman who used to feel overwhelmed by stress. She worried constantly about her finances, her health, and her family, and it started to affect her sleep and energy levels. After a particularly stressful week, Linda decided to make a change. She started practicing mindfulness meditation for 10 minutes a day, joined a local yoga class, and made it a habit to take a walk in nature whenever she felt overwhelmed. Within a few months, Linda noticed a dramatic difference. She felt calmer, slept better, and even found herself laughing more often. Her story is proof that small changes in how you handle stress can lead to big improvements in your quality of life. How to manage stress effectively. The good news is that stress management is a skill you can learn and improve. Start by identifying your stress triggers and finding healthy ways to cope. Practice deep breathing exercises or mindfulness meditation to calm your mind and body. Stay physically active, as exercise is one of the best ways to reduce stress. Surround yourself with supportive people. Talking to friends or family can help you process your emotions and gain perspective. And don't forget to laugh. Laughter is a natural stress reliever that boosts your mood and lowers your stress hormones. Conclusion. Your ability to handle stress is more than just a mental skill. It's a key factor in your physical health and longevity. If you find yourself feeling tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Take action today to manage your stress, because how you handle life's challenges now will determine how strong and healthy you'll be in the years to come. Remember, stress is inevitable, but suffering from it is optional. By learning to stay calm and focused, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. So, the next time stress comes knocking, ask yourself, will you let it control you, or will you take control? The choice is yours. Social connections, the lifeline to longevity. Have you ever felt the sting of loneliness, even when surrounded by people? Or perhaps you've noticed how a simple conversation with a friend can brighten your entire day. What if I told you that the strength of your social connections could be one of the most powerful predictors of how long and how well you'll live? Human connection isn't just about emotional support. It's a lifeline for your physical health, your mental sharpness, and your overall happiness. On the flip side, loneliness can quietly erode your health, increasing the risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. Let's meet two women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor has an active social life. She stays in touch with old friends, participates in a local book club, and enjoys spending time with her family. Her days are filled with laughter, meaningful conversations, and a sense of belonging. For Eleanor, her relationships are a source of joy and strength, keeping her mind sharp and her heart full. Barbara, however, has taken a different path. Over the years, she's lost touch with many of her friends. Though she has family, she rarely reaches out, feeling like she doesn't want to bother anyone. Her days are quiet, her phone rarely rings, and the silence in her home feels heavier with each passing week. What Barbara doesn't realize is that her isolation is doing more than just making her feel lonely. It's quietly affecting her health, her mood, and even her longevity. Why social connections matter. Humans are wired for connection. When you interact with others, your brain stays active, your stress levels drop, and your body releases chemicals like oxytocin that promote overall well-being. Studies have consistently shown that people with strong social ties, whether through friendships, family, or community involvement, tend to live longer, healthier lives. In contrast, loneliness has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, and even dementia. Think about it. Social connections are like the roots of a tree. The deeper and stronger your roots, the more resilient you are to life's storms. But when those roots weaken or disappear, the tree becomes vulnerable, unable to stand tall against the challenges of life. Real-life example, the power of connection. Take James, a 74-year-old widower who found himself withdrawing from social activities after his wife passed away. He spent most of his days alone, watching TV and feeling increasingly isolated. One day, his daughter encouraged him to join a local gardening club. Reluctantly, James agreed. Over time, he began to form friendships with other members, sharing stories, laughter, and a common love for plants. Within months, James felt like a new person. His mood improved, his energy returned, and he even started looking forward to each day. His story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to rebuild your social connections. How to strengthen your social ties. The good news is that building and maintaining social connections doesn't have to be complicated. Start by reaching out to an old friend or family member you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a local club or group that aligns with your interests, whether it's gardening, reading, or volunteering. Make it a habit to have meaningful conversations, even if it's just a quick phone call or a cup of coffee with a neighbor. And don't underestimate the power of small gestures. A smile, a kind word, or a simple "How are you?" can go a long way in fostering connection. Conclusion. Your social connections are more than just relationships. They're a lifeline to a longer, healthier, and happier life. If you've found yourself withdrawing from social activities or feeling isolated, don't ignore it. Take action today to reconnect with others, because the relationships you nurture now will not only bring you joy, but also help ensure your health and well-being in the years to come. Remember, it's never too late to reach out, to rebuild, and to reconnect. So ask yourself, who can you call, visit, or spend time with today? Because the bonds you strengthen now might just be the key to living a longer, more fulfilling life. Factors like walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep, eating habits, stress management, and social connections can all be improved. Small changes today can help you live a longer, healthier life in the future. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. It really helps us bring you more valuable content. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think, what questions you have, or what topics you would like us to cover next. We love hearing from you. Of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest health tips. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.